Microsoft Student Ambassador. I'm currently on Better Milestones, and I'm here with Chino to talk to you on who is also a Microsoft Student Ambassador, but on Gold Milestone. So we're here to talk to you about the benefits of acquiring the Microsoft certificate and your benefits and how to unlock some Microsoft benefits as a student. So on my own, walk you through the benefits of Microsoft certificate, while Chino will take you through how to unlock some of your benefits as a student. So first of all, sorry, a moment. So this is the learning objective. We explore the benefits of your Microsoft certificate, then you understand which of the Microsoft certificate you need to acquire in your tech field. So now this is basically the introduction of to your Microsoft certificate. Actually, we all know that having acquiring certificate is actually a validation to show that you actually, if you are having a degree certificate, it shows that you have undergone the undergraduate studies and you have you are you have passed the test and exams of the university to show that to validate you being a student of that institution. So while in the tech world, acquiring certificates actually show in acquiring the certificate in a particular field is actually, it's literally a way of saying you have skills. If you're having a certificate in cloud, it shows that you have skills in that particular cloud field. So here are some of the benefits of the certificate. Now, building the first point here is building your professional credibility and standing ahead of the competition. So one of the greatest benefits that Microsoft certificate will provide you is credibility. Now, when you have, as I have said earlier, when you have a certificate, it is actually credible enough to show that you have, it shows that you have a particular skills. Sorry, a moment. So acquiring the certificate, it's credible enough to show that you actually have that particular skills indicated in the certificate. You can't just come and tell someone that you are a developer and you don't have anything to show for that. So certificate is actually a credible reason to show that you actually, what you are saying is true. If you're saying you are an undergraduate student, you're supposed to have a certificate to show how credible it is. And so as it is, if you're saying you're an app maker, you need to have a Microsoft associate developer certificate, Power Platform certificate to show that you are actually a Microsoft app maker. So the next point here is any more rights from the start. So when you are to be employed in an organization, your certificate alone actually stands out for you, in as much as your pay won't be the same as those without certificate. Let's say you are employed in Microsoft and you've been employed in Microsoft with a certificate in a particular field, maybe either in the cloud department, in the security department, your pays actually is going to stand out different with a cleaner who doesn't have a certificate. I hope we are all together. All right. The next point, your Microsoft certification, it will help you get promoted faster. What it means is you are already working and you tend, let's say some of you here attending this event might be workers working in various institutions, and you go and acquire a Microsoft certifications, and acquiring that certification either in cloud through Azure or be it anyone in Microsoft, acquiring that certificate and presenting it to your employer will actually be enough reason for your promotion. It will hasten your promotion instead of working a promotion that is supposed to take you 5 years. Acquiring this certification would ease it for you and make you get promoted in time. Now, let's go to the next point, which is the better job security. Now, in this point, having a better job security, it means you acquiring a Microsoft certificate, and where you're working, somehow the company, let's say, just like the issue of Twitter and Elon Musk. We all know that Elon Musk recently purchased Twitter, and there's a news going around recently that some of the workers in Twitter has been sacked. So let's just assume these people don't have certificate. Actually, there will not be future for them. They will be confused, devastated, with nowhere to go. But with their certification, it will be easy for them to get another job somewhere and start out their lives. You understand? So the next point here, is keeping on with the trends. There are new trends coming up on daily basis. Microsoft are developing new trends on daily basis. In your field, you can go and explore more on the Microsoft Learn platform, where there are varieties. The more the trends, any new trends come with a certification. So acquiring those certifications keeps you up to date, and it also gives you leverages ahead of others without certifications, and it exposes you to new technologies, and it helps you go more in person. So now these are the key takeaways. Now you have known the advantages of acquiring Microsoft certification. So what are you expecting to do next? Is actually to go to the Microsoft portal. You acquire the certifications. You go through the career paths. So you pick your career path. There are different career paths there. You pick your own career paths. You study. You learn. You enroll for the exams. You pass and you acquire the certifications to grow your tech career. So I'll be taking you through some career paths and certifications in Microsoft. Even though when you go to the Microsoft Learn portal, the link will be shared. So when you go through it as the administrator roles, this is one of the example of the certification you get, which is the exam AZ100 Microsoft Azure Administrator, the AI engineer. You can acquire the Azure AI Engineer Associate certification. As the app maker, you can enroll for the Power Platform app maker. If you're being a business person, you can learn how to leverage the Power BI analyst to make you analysis. Then as a data analysis, you can also enroll for analyzing data with Microsoft Power BI. As a DevOps engineer, you can also enroll for DevOps engineer expert, and for the security engineer also, there's a certification for it. You can go through the learning parts, you complete the learning parts, you enroll for the certificate. Even though some of the certificates are being paid for, but when you go to the portal, there are the free ones for the students, and Chino will shed more light on how to get some of your benefits as a student in the Microsoft. Thank you all. I hope you can all hear me.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Lucky Joseph, we can hear you all from here. Thank you for the good, wonderful lecture delivered.
Okay.
Please, at any point in time, if you can't hear me, please indicate. Please call me back.
Yeah, I can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay. Okay. So the first thing you're going to need is Microsoft Learn account. And this account is going to be like a platform where you can learn. It has everything you need. You need, like, if you're taking the Azure, there are learning paths for Azure. So that is what the Microsoft Learn platform is for. Why the Cloud Skill Challenge is for you to get the measure of skills, voucher skill, so you can access the measure up, and the same way you can get the voucher skill there, then you can apply it in your certification page. So the next one is the measure up. Before you create an account in measure up, you have to get the key from the cloud skill. Only that way will you access the measure up. Then the next one is your certification page. And then the fifth one, the last one is the VUE. So make sure that you're going to use the same email to register in all these. Okay, so use one particular email for everything, so you won't have any problem. So the first thing, I'm going to go to my student hub. I shared the link in the chat if you can check it. So this student hub has everything for students. So these are the certifications: AZ900, Data, Fundamental, Azure, Microsoft. So these are the ones that are free for students. And you can call me if you have any issues. So the first thing, you're going to sign into your Microsoft Learn. So let me go to that. Okay, so this is my Microsoft Learn account. If you start learning anything, it shows here. So I've created that. So the next thing you're going to create after Microsoft Learn account is your cloud skill. Please, can you see my screen?
Yes,
you can see your screen.
Okay, you're saying the cloud ready skill, right?
Yes, you can see.
Okay, so the first thing, thank you so much. So the first thing was a Microsoft Learn account. You created that one. So the next one is this cloud ready skill certification, which student can take. So you sign in, you create an account if you've not. So I'm going to sign in since I already have an account with them. Why are you wasting time? So this is my account. So you pick the exact one you want. You can't start more than 2 journeys at the same time. I've started these journeys. So if I start another journey, I cannot start another one. But then this journey that I've ended. But first of all, let me go here. So continue journey if I want to. So then you click on this when you're done with the fundamentals when you're done with your learning parts in your Microsoft student, your Microsoft Learn, yes, your Learn account, when you're done with it. So then it shows you this measure key. That's what I'm saying. You cannot access the measure, like you can't practice for free or measure up without this key, because you're going to end up paying. So you need this key. Then you go to measure up and create an account there. So let me go back to this. So I picked the Microsoft Azure Data Fundamentals. I'm done with the learning path. So when you click on Explore, it's going to show you the paths you need to take. Please make sure you finish taking the paths before you click on Attest, before you click on this to get this out. Make sure you finish going through the learning paths. You don't want to go and writing exam and then you see a different question. Okay, so this is the learn path for Azure Data. You make sure you take this, you finish everything here. So when you're done, you accept this, and when you accept this is going to come at your measure of practice key. So you copy it, you go to your measure up and create an account. You create an account if you don't have one. So when you're done creating an account, you're going to see where you're going to put your measure up key in. So when you finish practicing, it's going to show a score here. And when you've passed the cutoff score for it, a key will come out here. The same way you have your measure up practice key here, another one will be here. Another one is going to be here, and then you click on that and go to your certification page. So this is for measure up. So that's for continued journey, and this for another journey if I want to start another journey. So you see nothing is here except if I accept this, another the key will come out here, and when I'm done with that, a key will come out here. And at any point in time, if you accept it and you just don't want to do it, you can always withdraw. Okay, so this is the one I took, the journey that I finished. So when you've passed, when you've gotten like a mark that these guys feel like, okay, you can go ahead and take the exam, you're going to get this. You've put in the work, 79 questions answered, then your key is going to come up here. And when you've passed that, you're going to get a congratulations message, then you start a new journey. So that is it for the measure of key. So the next thing, when you're done with this, one keynote is that when you're practicing, this key is for 30 days. So when you get this key and you start practicing, please go and book your exam. Why I'm saying this is because I got this my practice key and I left it for so long. When I've booked the exam, I wanted to go back and go through past questions. I couldn't access it again. They told me my key has expired. So I had to go online, and majority of the past questions online require you to pay a certain amount to access their question. So immediately you get this a measure of key. Maybe the next 3 days, go ahead and schedule an exam. So you won't stay after 30 days. You start looking for practice questions. If you go online, you end up paying, or if you're lucky, you can find one that is free. Okay, so when you're done with that, so let's say I'm done with Azure Fundamental AZ900, and I want to go ahead and take the exam. I will just go here, certification, and look for it. This is it, Microsoft Certified Azure Fundamental. So I've clicked on it. So this is it. So learn part, everything here will be complete, but I've not done anything here. So the next thing, when you've gotten your keys, your voucher ready, you schedule it with these people. And this is how your certification profile is going to look like. You're going to have to create a new one. I couldn't create a new one. Let me see. Okay, so you're going to have to create a certification profile with the email you used in CloudSkill and Microsoft Learn. So please, am I still audible? Okay. Sorry.
Yes,
Can hear
you
you
are.
from
Okay, so where am I? Okay, thank you so much. Thing to create a new one, I just couldn't do that because if I tried, whenever I try creating a new one, it's going to go back to my initial account, and I just don't know why that was happening. So this is your certification profile. Okay. Okay, so you're going to put your name, and on the job title, you will see student. It's a drop down actually. You see student, employee, IT, instructor. So if we click on students, a status is going to come up, verify your student status. Trying to get that out, because if you don't do that, and when you continue this and you go to the page where you're going to schedule your exam, it's going to show you an error. It's going to show an error. So you need to verify your status, and then you get this: congratulations, you've been verified. You put your address, you put your city, country, everything. Yes, and when you click to verify your address, when you click to verify your student status, you're going to have different options. You can put your email, you put any document to verify that you're a student, you put your ID card, you just choose anyone you want to verify that. For me, I use my CWS letter, my industrial IT letter, and then when you put any document there, give a description of what that document is. If it's a document that has your library card and stuff like that, right? This is a document. This is my library card. For me, my CWS, I added this is my student industrial training letter gotten from my school that verifies that I'm Susan. Is it? I had one. I had an exam discount. Where is this thing? Let me go back to here. Yes, correct. Mathematics. So sorry, my internet is so slow. I'm trying to show you. I had a discount, so I want to show you guys how to go ahead and register. Okay. So one thing about this is that if you maybe you got a voucher somewhere else, to get that voucher, you can come here and put the email address you used and then check eligibility. So when it goes, it's going to tell you put the code that they sent. So meaning if you have two different accounts, you have a different one for Microsoft Learn and you have another one maybe used in school, and you use that school one to get a voucher from Microsoft, you can just put the email here and then it's going to check eligibility. And then it's going to show you if any discount, since a discount is with that email address, it's going to come up like this. So you claim it and you click on when everything is okay, like you've verified your student status, you've gotten the voucher ready. So you click on schedule exam and it's going to take you to this VVE. Can everyone see hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I can hear you.
So you've clicked on schedule and exam. So the next thing is if you have any place you can take the exam at a test center, you can go ahead for that. But I choose this since I'm at home, I don't have any other place. So you make sure your computer, your testing space, your photo ID, what expect is okay. Your testing space is okay, because while taking the exam, they were like, show them your front and your back, your side, everywhere to be sure that no one is in the room. You don't have any distractions. Yeah. Make sure your internet is stable. I had a lot of issues with internet on that day. Like they were like they couldn't see this, that maybe I should try restarting again. Make sure your photo ID is clear. They don't like photocopy. That's what they said. And then check in 30 minutes according to them. But I will prefer You were checking in 50 minutes, not 30 minutes.
Just
So you
to
click
know
on it.
the score.
Eh?
Hello? Question, please. To
Yes,
check in,
yes, please.
to know the score. Okay.
No, on that day, like to check in and write your exam on that particular day. To verify that you're the one. That's what they need. Did I answer your question? Not to know the score, to write the exam that particular day.
No,
checking
ma'am,
in,
I'm
like
not. You say when they say you check in 30 minutes, you check in 50. So I didn't get it.
Okay, this checking in is to make sure that everywhere, like they'll be like show us your back, your front, your two sides. Checking is to ensure that there's no distraction to validate your ID.
Yeah, understand now.
Yes, and I prefer 15 minutes. So if there's any room for error, you're minimizing the time and stuff like that. Because I checked in, but I checked in, my exam was 1 o'clock. I checked in around 12:30. Before I did this with internet connection, they put me on, how will I put it, a lobby kind of something. Like it's like many persons were writing exam that day. So I was just waiting for my time to reach. And then my internet started to frustrate me. So I finally wrote my exam around 2. Can you imagine? From 1 to 2. So better you check in 15 minutes earlier. So you click next. Okay, so you select your English. You know, when you're writing JAM, they will not talk to you anything, but these people will talk to you. Like they will talk to you. You will hear them talking to you. Okay. I passed this exam. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I've passed this exam, so this can't go. Let's see if I can take another exam, but I didn't have discount for the other ones. Why are you doing this to me? Okay, this can work. Let me claim this. So next, choose the language, English. Okay, so we couldn't pass to this stage in the previous one, but for this now I can. So you agree? Have you read and do you agree with this? Yes. With this, yes. No cheating. You've agreed. They're not going to cheat. He found your exam can be cancelled. So you accept. Yes. Accept. This. Please read this. So please do read this one a lot. Test your system before that day. My system, while I was testing it, it couldn't talk. But on that day, like I couldn't talk, like it couldn't hear me without earpiece. But on that day, I found out that it could actually, like they could hear me without earpiece, because she was like, I should remove my earpiece. That is not allowed. They just want it plain, nothing. So I had to remove my earpiece. Unfortunately for me, my system, they could hear me on the other side. So make sure you have a reliable, fast internet connection to download your exam, and your camera is 24/7 on. Okay, not 24/7. like on during the exam, because slight distraction, your exam can be cancelled. So please do well to read this. And your ID, I used NIN, yes, NIN, but I was having issues with them seeing it. So if you can get a clearer ID with a picture on it and your name on it, that one can go as well. So things they will not accept for ID photocopy. So when you're done reading it, you agree. Check. What didn't I check? Okay. So what is the language you prefer? They actually mean like someone will talk to you. The person telling you, show me your total space you're working in. That person will be the one. Which language do you want the person to talk to you in? English. So confirm your time. Yes, correct. So choose the dates you want to write the exam. Today is 29th. Let me put dates here and see. So they have different times here. You click on explore more time and you look for the time. So right now, if I'm going to take any exam, I'm going to choose 9 a.m. I won't choose afternoon again. I think 9 a.m. is the best. Morning is the best time. So I know I'm done. I'm just with that exam. So I'm going to choose this one. Okay, no time available here. You look for the one. If no time is available, you can leave it and choose another date. Look for another date. Maybe let me click on that first. It was Sunday. So explore. Okay, I have 9. I have 16 times available. So look for anyone that is so good to you. I'll go with 9:15. So you click on book this appointment. And this is it. So that voucher was there. So this is the price of this. This is the price. This is the price of this of the examination, but because of that voucher, it's going to be free for me. So I can click proceed to check out. I think I can always cancel this. Let me click on it. So this is it. This is discount. And let me proceed to check out and see what's going to happen. Okay, so it is here. And then go next. So I'm not going to click on submit order because I don't know, I've not cancelled an order before. So when you click submit order, you're going to get a mail. You get a mail from them that you have scheduled the exam to write on this day, and they'll send you a link to test you're going to download something to test your system and ensure that everything is okay. Let me cancel this. I don't take an exam. I'm not ready. So guys, that is it. So first thing, your Microsoft Learn. The second one, your Cloud Skill Challenge, where you're going to get your measure up key for practicing and your voucher key to schedule the exam. So if you don't need the measure up key, maybe you don't want to practice again, you finish reading, you can leave that one and go straight to scheduling an exam. So immediately you get it. One thing is immediately you get your voucher, your key. Please go and schedule your exam, because if you say, oh, let me finish answering the question or measure up before I go and schedule my exam, you're going to be postponing your exam. Just close your eye, go and schedule the exam, then you know you're serious. So first, your Microsoft Learn, second, your cloud skill, third, your measure up account, and the fourth one, your certification page. Then you verify yourself on your certification page, you claim the voucher there, and then you schedule your exam. So that is it. Thank you so much. Please, any question? Okay, so please, everybody, utilize the Student Hub. It has everything that you need. So the Student Hub has everything. And if you're not an ambassador, please become an ambassador. So when you go there, you're going to see Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. Yes, it's true because someone wrote on this survey how they can become a Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. Let me just run that through. So when you go to the Student Hub, you click on Microsoft Student Ambassador, and then it takes you to this page. Did you say something, Lucky?
Oh, sorry, I was actually not directly to you.
Okay. Okay, so you go ahead. It's very easy. It doesn't take time. You don't need to think too much about it. A lot of benefits of you becoming an ambassador.